Hi, I'm Tim Peterson. We're going to look at 5 things you must know to have the triangle choke properly set up, properly finished. Okay? These are some of the more subtle pieces that will make your triangle go from okay and effective to able to finish without hands and able to finish against any training partner. Okay? So the first thing, the one that governs all of these tips, is you're not trying to triangle choke your partner to make it look like a triangle. You're not trying to triangle choke your partner to get them to tap. You're trying to triangle them to put them to sleep. And then they tap in order to not go to sleep. And it's important to keep that in mind for a couple reasons. One is it's possible to strain during a triangle choke and get your partner to tap, but on a little bit longer timeline, maybe they would have not had any effect of passing out or something like that. So if you go into the triangle choke, whether it's drilling or sparring, thinking that my triangle choke should be able to put this person to sleep and they tap to prevent that from happening, then the mechanics themselves will start to sort themselves out in the best way possible. Okay? So I'll go over 5 things that I think can help accelerate that journey. Right? So if we were to just jump straight into a triangle, what we want to keep in mind is on the triangle, there are 2 pieces, one on each side, that contribute to the choke. One is my partner's shoulder being flush to his neck. And the second is the bend of my knee being flush to his neck. So I think of this as like a stack. It's the bend of my knee stacked on his neck, the other side of his neck stacked on his shoulder, and his shoulder stacked on my other knee. Okay? So the first one is to get a good bite with the bent leg. So my left leg is the bent leg. In order to get a good bite, I can straighten it out and bite down. I'm trying to club my partner like I'm trying to dump him over to the side. Because my right leg is attached in place, instead of him falling over, he just gets sandwiched between my legs. Okay? So not this, where I can put my hand in the bend of my knee, but rather pull the head, keep them flush to your knee, and bite down so that there's not even a piece of paper could fit in here. Okay? Boom. The second one is to keep both of your knees past your partner's ears. So this mistake comes up when the person who's doing the triangle is taller than the person they're triangling. They may go like this and lock their triangle. They're so focused on this lock that they don't realize that there's, again, this giant gap down by their neck. Now, if you look at my knees from the camera's view, they're slanted diagonally. If I just think about getting both my knees past my partner's ears, then I'll be good to go. Okay? With my knees past my partner's ears, I want to keep them in front of my hip so that I'm not like this. And I also don't want them staggered one side or the other. My upper leg bones are going to be vertical, my knees are going to be past my partner's ears, and then I'm on my way to a good triangle. We've got the first 2, which are getting the bite on one side, closing it off. We've got knees staying past your partner's ears. Now when you lock the triangle, you want to move so that your spine is underneath their arm. Okay? You're not just trying to put your arm under their arm, or if they're stepping their leg up, you're not just trying to hook underneath their leg. You are actively trying to move your spine underneath the arm. Okay? And at this point, it's important I don't let this knee drop down. Got to keep it past my partner's ears. Now, whether I've hooked my partner's leg or my partner's arm, I want to always sit up and grab the triangle itself when I'm ready to finish. I'm bringing my shoulders towards my legs, towards my partner's head. I wrap 2 paw grips around the bend of my knee and my calf. And now from here, I'm going to twist my elbows like I want them behind my torso, and my biceps are turning out. Then the last piece is I'm going to bridge and look to the right. Okay. So if you put those together in each triangle that you do, you're going to have a much better result in 1, getting your partner to get that sensation that they're actually going to sleep and then they tap. 2, it's going to reduce the amount of effort you have to put in to have a successful triangle choke. And then on that note, when you're drilling, it's not important to get all of these on the very first rep. Just do one of these details in your repetition until it's fairly automatic and you can sort of let it go. And then add another one in. And then you'll have all of them in each triangle choke that you do. And that's all. If you want more videos, please click below to subscribe. If you want to dive in deeper, you can click here to get a free video seminar I did of one of my favorite sequences from standing to submission. And if you have any questions or anything you want to see, please leave it in the comments below.